Alright, so now you've seen how long it took me to get up here. Again, I'm doing this because not everybody has the luxury, like my grandmother, like all the people who passed away, like all these children and all these animals who can't pick their food for them, who can't have access to fresh water, or an area without geopathic stress, or fiber optic lights, or all these things that are impacting everybody. But this is where that music was coming from. This is damaging to everybody, but especially people who is in the immediate surrounding. So I'm gonna document my entire these things are not by coincidence, and they affect everything. You're gonna use sound frequency to heal something. Make sure that you know what sound frequency to use and how it affects people. Because this is exactly by the train, exactly by high traffic areas, in numerical sequence. But this is the closest place any of us have to get fresh fruit and vegetables and water. That's exactly what we need. So we got to go into this area where there's fiber optic lighting and reverse psychology, sound therapy. But look at this though. So basically, you buy two, you get two free, but they're regular price. Matter of fact, they less when you buy them individually. I know I had a traumatic brain injury, but again, this is the only place that's close for somebody who has to walk like me, or my grandmother could order if she had somebody who could do that before she died. But there's schools, everybody get their produce, everything from here. So if everything is water and everything's energy, don't you think these watermelons going to be impacted by the geopathic stress of the building, of the area, of the ground, of the soil? Yeah. Let's see. You can tell by the way certain things look, not the pattern, the color. Color emits a vibrational frequency, and you'll know if it's sick or not. And this is everywhere, not just at Cub in the Midway. This is everywhere. Every living thing, you'll be able to see the color and see if this is just right or if this has geopathic stress. Just so that way, on live, I can just explain. Everybody can know, whoever lives in this area. See, these is marked for geopathic stress because energy goes before everything. under everything, around everything, impacting everything. Is heat, is light, is air, is water. I'm highly sensitive, so I'm gonna go in different aisles and tell you how I feel in each aisle. But we're gonna start with the processed food, the cheap stuff that I can afford on EBT. This is what my grandmother in Puerto Rico used, right? Lard, right? My grandmother here, who died, who I was talking, she used the shortening. But look at how where even this aisle is, it got geopathic stress because there is energy is words and they hold vibration, but water, right? It holds memory seed atoms from the entire universe. So if you use sound to program your water and align it with earth, then it's always going to be right. It's simple. It's so simple. But because underneath the ground is water and oil, and inside of us is water and oil, plasma and oil, ambiotic fluid. That's why we are our own electromagnetic field as individuals, as well as, we're impacting everybody else. So it's not necessarily the food we eat, where we buy it from, whatever the case is. But if you charge your water, if that's the only thing that you know to do, buy spring water and charge it for right now. I'm telling you, you will notice such a wealth of health, of feeling good, of vitality. That's the whole point of this video. It's not about the covenant midway. It's not about how people act. It's not about the sound frequency that they're playing in the parking lot, causing people to have some type of, emotional reaction due to the traumatizing response that they want to have happen. But it's not just, it's not just the grocery store. It's not anything. It's an individual responsibility to know these things and to know how to apply them and to share them when you understand. This is my favorite aisle. But see, it's the same thing. Like, it doesn't matter what you eat. You can't wean yourself off of something that you've been. I try to eat fresh fish. I only ate fish sticks for all my life. It did not work until I went to California. And I healed this there. Then I understood. So it's not just somebody just talking weird in the neighborhood. This would have saved my grandmother and a lot of other people. And that is why. And that's why I ended here, because everything now from the earth is got to be coming from the heart space, green. That's the first, because that's the vibratory frequency of earth. Earth rises its own environmental vibrational frequency. So that's why everybody's human bodies and everything is responding in a weird way. If you're not at least at that, your body's going to wither away. And that's why all these things are here on clearance, because your body heals itself. It's attuned to the earth naturally. You don't need to do anything but just allow it to work. So anytime that you're feeling upset or bothered by the sound frequency or the energy that is coming from the sky, coming from around you, coming from a school that is mowing their lawn in no mow November, if that's even a thing, just go to some place in your head, in your heart, with your physical body that reminds you of something that you love and that you want to live for, like Angel and all the babies I lost because of the geopathic stress of this area, and in the food, and in the water, and in the soil. And then you'll realize it's not worth it. Charge your water. That's why this is a refill. But I only give this reverse osmosis water to the earth and to the nature's animals that's got to be out there, not pets. They're not going to be able to know how to take the like, I said, if you've been only eating processed fish, that's not even real fish, that's just smushed together. It's just like our water system, like in jail and in the hospital. Oh yes, I do this, I really do this. The reason why reverse osmosis does not work is because if you put it into your body, it has a reverse effect. It's not the natural process. That's why spring water is the most natural you can get access to at this point. And then when you urinate and you go to the bathroom and everything, that's water and everything, and it's going into the soil through the same the same water pipes as the ones we drink. So that's why if you do this, then if you do this, then you already reverse the process. Period. But if you drink the water that's coming from the toilet, it's going to pollute your pipes, your internal pipes. And then it's going to regenerate and do that over and over and over again. It's a thing. So therefore, that's why I do what I do. I explained it the best I could. And if you're going to do it right. But if you have a question, ask me. Because doing things right after me, like, it's not going to work, because everything is a tone. Everything is a frequency. Everything has a vibration, and it affects things that people don't see and they don't put together. And I do, because I have a gift. That's why I've been doing it for free for 4 years. That's why it works. Ilana Rosa Danowit, look me up, please, and you will see from every single angle. And it's because everybody should have access to the same thing. Knowledge is only power if you know how to apply it. Otherwise, it's going to blow everybody's generator like it already has. And see, like, this is an area where I can't even think straight, because they're air ducts. Excuse me, sorry. And then this electrical, but also got something to do with water underneath. But it's crazy that it would be aisle 6. But it is, because it's right across from the bathroom. See? Boom. And the ice. Geopathic stress, brain fog. I need something fresh. That's what I need. And I need to get out of here. That's what I need. But this is where we have to buy our food. This is where we have to go. And this is why I get stuck here for hours and hours and hours. And all my energy is drained. I can never imagine my grandmother going here. But imagine all the people who got to do food orders for Grubhub and Bite Squad and whatever, Instacart and all that. Man, they need to be paid more then, because they're not understanding how it's impacting their health. Nobody is, but if that's your job, then your job is supposed to tell you all the workers who work here, all the people who live here, anybody who goes to the stadium. They need to know this, because then you would choose a different path if you understood what it really was. But you should have the right to do that. Everybody has the right to do that. It's just if you know it's a thing or not. That's why I live the way I live. how I do it. The state and the city come to my house all the time. I don't even have a house. I'm homeless. I live in a garage with no electricity. Don't be mad at me. Let's get together and organize something so that we can really, really change something. Use that energy for something positive and productive that's going to benefit everybody, because I don't even know why I'm right by here, because my mom likes donuts. I said I want something fresh, you see? But again, like I said, it's not the food, it's the energy. So if you know how to transform one energy into a completely different substance, like I do, it's called metabolism, but it's different. It's also what the sunlight and the trees do. It's a natural process. We need all the elements because we have all of the elements within us: earth, air, wind, fire, ether. So we need to feed all those things. But if we don't know the ingredients, and by ingredients, I mean energy that went into this, and you can't feel anything because you're so desensitized because of the environment that you don't even know what you're consuming in any of your holes. And you don't know what the things that you're putting out is impacting, not just on an individual level, not just on a community level, not just on an environmental level, a reproductive level, uh, economic level. But the earth already healed itself, and it already knows what to do. So it's like, get up to it or don't. It's a choice. But it's also a way of life.